If I could plant the spike anywhere on Pearl, these are the spots that I would favor, and let me show you why. But first, let's say hello to our assistant Sage. Now Pearl B site is a little bit difficult because there really isn't a safe spot to plant the spike. So if I had a completely free site, I would plant in this corner right here. And the reason why is because you can essentially defend this from anywhere. I'm going to show you a few ways that you can use this plant spot and how to defend it in a post-plant situation. So what I always do when I plant the spike is I face the wall when I plant. That way it limits the area that they can diffuse in. The first way that I would defend this is I would use a straight wall to block the spike. Now if your wall keeps breaking, use this little line right here, and if you place the wall on top of that line, it will block the spike perfectly every time. And as you can see for this plant spot, if they come through halls, they cannot walk in and diffuse. They have to kill this portion of the wall. And that is great because it will tell you exactly where they are. Now keep in mind, it doesn't have to be perfect. So if you do plant the spike in the corner, the wall doesn't have to look exactly like I showed you. So what you want is you want the spike to be blocked from this angle. And if they go through halls, they have to kill at least one portion. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, how do you defend this in a post-plant situation? The first and most obvious one is you can defend this from B lung. Now remember, they have to kill this block before they can diffuse. So if you're going to play this post plant, play for time. You don't need to hunt for frags. And it goes without saying, play off of the diffusal. Now the second spot to defend, you can watch this from street as well. So after you block off the spike, if you're able to make it here and you clear street, you can hide in this corner right here. And again, just listen for the tap. You want to play off of the information that is given to you. And in most scenarios, once they get to that corner, you should be able to see their gun poking out of the box like this. And this should make it really easy to get them while they're diffusing. Now you can also watch this from defender spawn. So again, plant the spike in the corner, throw the wall like you normally would. And if for some reason you're able to get back here, just listen for them to shoot the wall. And once they do and they tap the spike, this box right here is paper thin. So you should be able to shoot right through it. Now because this box is paper thin, here's another plant that you can use. Plant the spike in the corner just like this. Instead of blocking off the spike this time, plant it so you're leaving them essentially a little lane that they can run through. They should be able to run through it just like this. But what this will do is it will limit the space that they can diffuse. And with that information, once you hear the tap, you should be able to instantly get them just like this. So let's move on to another plant spot. This one is one of the oldest, most effective plant spots for Pearl B site. This one was introduced right when the map first came out. They still haven't patched the mid, so that tells me that they want us to keep doing it. So you plant the spike at the first tile. And the reason why this is important to plant it at the first tile is because when you place your wall, you want to be able to see the entire circle that they can diffuse from. So once you plant the spike at this first tile, you run back through street and you throw a straight wall up against this wall. Now what this will do is it will give you perfect line of sight to the spike. You can see the left side and you can see the right side. So once they try to diffuse, you can get them on the left like this. You can get them on the right just like this. Now this plant spot is very situational and I would only use it if you absolutely have a free site. So let's head over to A site and look at two more plant spots that you can use, and these are really strong in a post plant situation. The first one is at the bottom of the stairs. You want to plant it at the third tile, and then after you plant the spike, you can throw a straight wall over the stairs. Make sure it connects to this wall and this box. That way you're fully covered. And then if anybody comes in and they try to diffuse, you can shoot their feet just like this. Now with this plant spot, you have to exercise patience. Do not get hungry for the frag. Remember, if the spike is blue, they're not diffusing. If it is red, they are diffusing. This wall is very situational. I would not use it more than once. Now the last spot is in this corner on A site. Remember to face the wall when you're planting the spike. You can throw a straight wall to block the spike in the corner just like this. Now this one is really effective because you can essentially watch this from anywhere. The most obvious one is on top of stairs, but keep in mind that you can still go back site as well as main to watch this spot as well. Now similar to the plant spot on B site, this wall from dugout is paper thin, so you can shoot right through it. So a different variation of this spot would be plant the spike in the corner. Instead of fully blocking off the spike, throw a wall that will give them a little lane that they can walk through. This will limit the area that they can diffuse in. And once you hear that tap, if you are in dugout, you can shoot right through this wall like this. So I hope you found this video to be useful. Feel free to use these plant spots in your games and let me know how it goes. And as always, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.